Sam, up here. JFK Jr. faked his death. Seriously. Listen, 5G causes cancer. For real. Sam, 9/11 was an inside job. Come back.
Hopeless. They should have killed me as a baby, and now they got me trapped in a storm. I'm going crazy. Forgive me.
It's time for you to learn that we are not real.
Physical breakthrough.
The world is a fucking illusion, bro. Our lives are being manipulated for the entertainment of monsters. Twisted, tasteless, juvenile monsters. Puppet masters in another dimension. We're something called cartoons.
Alright, y'all, let's get some Cash Jordan, y'all.
Surveillance video captured this wild moment when a jewelry store owner on a group of thieves in Madera near Fresno. The masked men broke into the store only to be met by the owner, who was ready to protect his business.
So as California marches down the progressive path of destruction, the law-abiding are taking notice as their businesses, homes, and cars are on borrowed time notice. As their businesses,
ramming
homes,
cars
and cars
to the
are
building.
on borrowed time, while criminals zero in on them again and again. Even though 2 months ago the governor deployed crime-fighting teams which were supposed to end this madness. But how?
Yo, isn't it amazing, y'all, TIs, man, how all this can go on and law enforcement don't do nothing? But your ass can't even walk down a damn block without seeing either law enforcement or some crazy ass COINTELPRO sold out little bots. Street agents dressed in regular clothes with dogs and cats and whatever the hell they got. Can I get a no there? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that amazing?
Is supposed to stop the bad guys when your entire sanctuary state harbors and protects them.
I can't believe something like that happened in Union City. That is very scary.
Her quick thinking, possibly stopping what police there called an attempted home invasion. The next day, 70 miles away, stopping what police there called an attempted home invasion. The next day, 70 miles away, a chase that Modesto police say led to the arrest of the same suspects.
Take a look at this brazen smash and grab. Police say more than 20 masked robbers stormed Side Jewelers after ramming the front door with a car, as you see there. They were in and out in just
Let's go. That dude, he orchestrating
more
it.
than 20 masked robbers stormed Side.
And this dude right here, he the orchestrator. Let's go. He's controlling the bots, the Antifa clique. This all Antifa, y'all.
After ramming the front door with a car, as you see there. They were in and out in just 60 seconds.
Surveillance video shows someone breaking into this truck and stealing it in a matter of seconds. But it's how they pulled it off that has people in Anaheim Hills talking.
Preliminary investigation shows that they kind of were in the area for a little while, kind of casing the business. This was definitely meticulous.
We need more protection. This is something that it can happen to anyone.
You see that? You see that? That's the key. We need more protection. No, we don't. We don't need more protection because guess what? When they hire more protection, that more protection that's going to be coming out the taxpayers' dollars that they're going to put out on the streets, they ain't going to do nothing but surveil the TIs. That's it. They ain't going to do that. They're going to let these Antifa freaks still do what they do. And I guarantee you, most of these guys that's Antifa that's doing this masked up, I guarantee you a lot of them probably got early parole or something. They probably all, been in jail and they took a deal to come on out. They probably facing mad time. 20 years or whatever, 30 years, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? We can get you out today if you go ahead and join the Antifa clique. So who wouldn't take that deal?
Don't feel safe.
Now, other store owners wondering if they will be next.
He said, now look, they say, notice it says criminals.
To participate in relevant clinical trials.
Hold on. Notice it says criminals had taken California. But, California been taken by the criminal because, even back when I was young, the gangs was outrageous. Now, and I'm not saying that, I was in the gang in California, but I grew up listening to, the West Coast music. So I was really, really heavy into, MC8 and Tupac and Too Short and, listening to that Bay Area music. Spice One, you know what I'm saying? So I knew all about the gang life that was going on out there because I was listening to that music and they spoke about it in that music. So it ain't about the when he's saying these criminals had taken over. You know, criminals have taken California. They've been taken over, but now it's different though. The criminals back then, they were real criminals. Nowadays, these guys just working for the feds now. So it's no longer the same. We can't compare the thugs back in the 90s and the 80s to these thugs. These thugs today is sold out. They sold out bots playing thug life. You know what I'm saying? You know, they done took a deal or whatever for some money or whatever. You know what I mean?
So apparently California has some of the worst inflation in America. This place is totally unaffordable. Look at this. And what nobody wants to admit is that inflation is directly tied to the amount of crime you allow the bad guys to suck out of the people in your state who want to do the right thing. And every single day, the law-abiding have their lives made more expensive.
Now look, this is broad daylight. And they just run down the street masked up. And you ain't see a cop yet, except the cop that was in the cop car.
Crime, even if it doesn't.
But look, you can't do this. I can go outside right now and police will show up, guarantee you.
Happen in their driveway. But wait a second, don't progressives tell us most crime is victimless? Take, for example, shoplifting. These stores could get an insurance policy which covers their losses and be made whole again, which means there's no reason to jail. Insurance policy is victimless. Take, for example, shoplifting. These stores could get an insurance.
Man, these look at them. They look like high school, like ninth graders or something, ninth graders.
Insurance policy which covers their losses and be made whole again, which means there's no reason to jail non-violent thieves because when they steal, nobody loses, right? Wrong. Insurance does not cover the entire total loss of a store. And after these places get cleaned out...
Man, insurance ain't going to cover nothing because insurance is a scam. You know what I'm saying? Insurance policies, they're a scam. They're not going to cover... You know, the damage, everything is a fraud. Everything is a psyop. You can never trust the insurance company. You could drive a car for 5 years, never get no collision. And then if it do happen, they're gonna make you still, you can have proof of your car all jacked up. They still gonna make you pay that $500 to $1,000 deductible to even get the case rolling. It's a scam.
Stores could lose their insurance coverage, or if they want to maintain it, the rates could go up so high it's just unaffordable. Which means when customers enter stores in high crime areas, they pay unaffordable, inflated prices because of it. And every item on the shelf is priced to include the cost of theft these stores are reeling from. And the same goes with insurance policies.
I want to take it back since they showed that. If you're a T.I., if you're a targeted individual, do not get that deodorant right there. That Old Spice. You know what I'm saying? Do not get that deodorant, player. If you're a T.I., if you getting hit with chips, directed energy weapons. In fact, if you're getting hit with directed energy weapon, you better be very, very careful about what you're putting on your body as far as lotions, deodorants, because this stuff has secret chemicals in it. And trust me, I'm a T.I., so I know you're going to feel an effect when you apply this stuff to your underarm. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, this stuff goes straight into your blood. And remember it. I know it was the blood for me. It's all about the blood, y'all. All they want to do is the blood, the blood, the blood. The blood, the blood, the blood. Look, we're going to have church. You know, you want to have church right now? We're going to have church up in this joint. I keep telling y'all, man, it's all about the blood. The whole agenda is to dirty your blood up so that way they can make you more susceptible to the machine and have you in pain. That's why all y'all T.I.s be talking, oh, I'm in pain, because your blood is dirty. For me.
Because of it. And every item on the shelf is priced to include the cost of theft these stores are reeling from. And the same goes with insurance policies. You want to park your car in a high crime area? You're going to pay for it. Which brings us to the real reason decriminalization is going to be the end of California. The law-abiding can't subsidize crime forever. Their lives are just getting more and more expensive, and that's causing people to leave And after enough law-abiding people leave, the only folks left are going to be the criminals. Because remember, this isn't just a state that slaps hardened thugs with notoriously light sentences for behavior that would end with someone wearing a jumpsuit for a very long time elsewhere. It's also a sanctuary which won't turn over international fugitives to the federal government and decides to release them too. Which means if you need a home base to plan and commit crime, California is very appealing to criminals.
Police say there were 2 more burglaries.
You see that, y'all? He done cracked the glass. Now look, meanwhile, all this stuff's going on in California, but they got ICE out here locking up family members, and you know, I don't give a damn if they came over here illegal or not. If they over there minding their business and they working and they ain't bothering nobody, you know, so what? You know what I'm saying? So what? You should be stopping crime. I done seen ICE videos. They done showed up to people's jobs, chased them down in the bathrooms, and you know what I'm saying? People been working at construction sites, you know what I'm saying, building at plants and stuff. ICE came and take them down. They ain't out there bothering nobody. Why don't y'all get ICE to take these criminals down here that's you know, terrorizing the neighborhood? Oh, that's right. This is Antifa. This is orchestrated by the higher governments, right? Oh, okay. So it's just one big ass psyop going on. This is all linked up to human trafficking and gang stalking, right? Okay, got you.
Morning in Studio City, they found 26-year-old Juan Montez with burglary tools, the bike, and the same backpack seen on security video from at least 20 other business break-ins within the last month.
That's wild. 20 burglaries, and this guy's out on the streets. He's
Right,
free.
right.
No consequences.
Right.
How do you survive?
Now see, Cash Jordan don't get it. He understands. Now you see how he's saying, wow, how is this dude free? But he failed to realize that it's his own government. See, Cash Jordan is the type of dude, he'll still go run to the polls and vote. He still believes in the system. He still believes in the matrix. He think that the politicians is on his side and there's going to be a good president or what, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? He's still blue pill. He not woke. He still, you know what I'm saying? He don't really know what's going on. He think that the government is really for him. He don't get it. He has not tuned into DB GANGSTALKING simulation.
Criminals are allowed to do that. On top of that, breaking into over 20 businesses, that makes someone an expert criminal, a hardened thug. And this person has become this way because the law is powerless to stop them. There are no consequences, unfortunately, because jail just isn't something they're worried about. When are they going to learn their lesson? Burglary number 21, burglary number 22. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, of course it don't make no sense because it's being controlled by the same people you vote for. You know what I'm saying? You talking about jail time and all this stuff. These niggas just came home from jail. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they done copped the deal. Either you go away for 20 years or you go ahead and be an Antifa gang member. All right, I'm going to take the Antifa gang member. They over here stealing chips and stuff. They ransacking these people ransacking these people here ransacking 7-Elevens and shit. They want some chips and Slurpees.
So in this clip, you've got...
You think the bees give a damn about them taking some high fructose corn syrup?
Criminal instigators who rip open the doors to this 7-Eleven. And then you got a whole bunch of people who flood in and start stealing stuff. And you've likely got the ringleaders of this operation, and then you've got people that are tagging along, learning the ways of the criminal underworld, all experiencing
the criminal
together
underworld.
The lack of a police presence and the lack of any consequence.
Now, why is that? Why is there lack of police presence? Why is there lack of consequences? Cass Jordan, talk to me, man. Huh? I thought you had the answers. You ain't got the answers, player. It's your own sinister government. They're responsible for everything that's going down. Gang stalking, human trafficking, abductions, everybody getting all this crap that's going on. Heart weather control, everything.
For this awful behavior. And this is how you get repeat robbers who just don't stop. But what about the idea that insurance means these businesses have nothing to worry about? Well, look at this next clip and Tell me if these business owners are worried.
This is crazy. They doing this on purpose. Look at this. They shutting down California, dog.
Right. So why would a business owner board up their...
You would not want to be a business. They look. You see what they doing? They don't want you. They're basically discouraging people to become a business owner in America. Period. If this spreads all over, because there's crime all over the damn 50 states. You know what I'm saying? So, but right now we just talking about Cali. You know what I mean? So right now, people gonna be like, man, hell with this. I'm not gonna be no business owner if I got to go through this. You over here boarding up your damn. How this look, man? Look at this jewelry mart. You putting damn plywood up on your damn windows. The cops right across the street eating donuts. Well, watching the T.I. that's out there. This California, so they watching Ronald Davis. Who in California right now?
So why would a business owner board up their store if they've got insurance and if they're not worried about...
That's a T.I. Who in California? That's a T.I.
A business owner board up their store if they've got insurance and if they're not worried about crime. Why would they do that? Because they are worried about it. Because insurance doesn't cover everything. Because if these places get cleaned out, some of them may never come back. That's why. And progressive criminal sympathizers who don't understand how the real world works just can't believe why this is happening. They think criminals should be free to roam streets because what they do is victimless. Nobody suffers. But that's not true. And it's this attitude towards crime that recently drove one store owner over the edge. I was just backing up some of the clips used to make this video, and then it hit me. We trust big tech companies with our entire digital lives, our files, our photos, our videos. They can see everything we've got.
You're damn right.
They can scan it. They can use it to train AI and...
Moment in Madera near Fresno. This happened on Thursday when the masked man broke into the store, only to be met by the owner who was...
Let's go, y'all. Hurry up, man. Don't worry, the cops ain't coming. The cops is on our side. Let's go. Don't worry, man. The cops is watching DB. They ain't worrying about us. Come on, let's go. Come on, we good. They stalking DB. They ain't worrying about us. Let's go. We got this.
What? Police were able to recover the getaway car, but not the thieves yet.
This is crazy. So, this store, it's 5:30 in the afternoon, according to the security footage, November 13th. Look, they got bars on the windows. There's a security camera. They've likely got insurance. They're doing everything right, but the thieves still took this place for over 6 figures.
Look at this lady.
Got away. No arrests.
Look at that.
You know what? These criminals, they're using the same, move in, move out tactics.
That lady got that look like, I'll be damned. I can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? They just ran and just snatched my shit like that. Where the cops at? Where the cops? Ain't no cops. Y'all can't really see it right there. Look at the parking lot. Jet black. Wow. Guarantee the cops right now stalking somebody.
Being used at 7-Elevens. It's like thieves are honing their game on a candy store and then taking their skills to a jewelry store. And this is only happening because these individuals never get stopped. No one's stopping them at the candy store. No one's stopping them at the gas station. Nobody's stopping them in your driveway. And some of these folks, unfortunately, decide not to go out and to get real jobs, but to go bigger and better in their minds, which just allows them to devastate. But to go bigger and better in their minds, which just allows them to devastate the very communities decriminalization and sanctuary laws claim they make better.
Let's go. We got this. We Antifa. The law is on our side.
Wow.
Break your cell.
Wow, so go figure. Dangerous criminals who fear nothing are staking out businesses and they just stay on the streets robbing them. These are not people who are going to pursue any life other than a life of crime, because it is a life of crime with no consequence. And if they don't rob...
I tell you one thing, once you wake up and realize how this world is being made and run, look, you would live a life of crime. Because guess what? I'm going to tell you something before I end this video. Once upon a time, you know, I was that believer of just being a decent, law-abiding citizen. Didn't want to steal nothing. You know, want to, you know, make an honest paycheck and all this shit. And I did all that. And guess what? I woke up in the goddamn gang stalker simulation. Now get this damn camera out my face. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Holla back. Tell Cash Jordan to wake his punk ass up for the 93 shot. We out this bitch.
Burning in hell, but don't deserve to be. Got niggas I don't even know that wanna murder me, just because they heard of me.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.